Oh, is Terrio streaming right now?
Is he streaming?
I think he's streaming right now. I think he's streaming
Blood for Blood, isn't he?
Blood for Blood. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
Zombies ain't shit. Yeah.
Man.
All right. Anyways,
I guess I could keep that in too. Terrio, you caught him 4K streaming. I mean, go check him out if y'all want to. You know, I'll put a link down. I don't know.
No, don't do that.
Don't do it. All right, I won't do it. He said not to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. But welcome everyone. This is our sixth podcast.
DPS check podcast. You
DPS
already
check.
know.
Pull up your DPS pants. We about to go into this this topic today, which is the media tour. Embargo has lifted. Yoshi P has graced us with more information. Well, Yoshi P and everybody interview Yoshi P and shit. Graced us with information of Endwalker.
Yeah, there was a couple of interviews. I don't know everybody who got interviewed, but I just know a couple of people that I follow that got interviews. I think like Mr. Happy, Zepla,
Yep. Asmongold and
Rich. And Rich.
Yeah.
Larry Czar.
Yeah.
Just to name a few that I can.
The big ones.
The big boys.
Yeah, the big boys.
People you go to for the Final Fantasies.
I mean, the big content creators. Let me say it like that.
Making that content, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, those interviews was nice. I'm not gonna really go over those interviews. I mean, I'd say if you're watching this, you probably already saw those interviews. They were funny. They were great interviews. Mm-hmm. But we're gonna go over the actual class information that came out, because that's what I'm worried about, baby. I'm trying to see what am I doing, where's my classes going, what they changing.
All right. Which one first?
Let's start with the Dankest of Dark Knights.
So we're starting with tanks first.
Yeah. We'll start with tanks first.
Tanks. Okay, tanks. The Dankest Knight.
All right. So Dark Knight, we're not gonna really go over the potency changes because that's still subject to change. Let's see, what did they? Oh yes, Delirium. Delirium got changed. So now it only grants you three stacks of Delirium, which you just can do your Blood Splitter or your Quatus. Yeah, you can just do it 3 times now instead of you just spamming it until the 10-second cooldown is over. But
I've missed that spamming. I'm gonna miss that spamming.
They're trying to reduce the spam, so it's like whatever, I guess. Let's see, we're getting a new shield for Dark Knight called Oblation, I believe it.
Oblation?
Oblation.
Oblation.
Yeah, reduce damage taken by party member or self by 10%, and you get 2 charges on it. So you can use 2 of them. So that's cool. Dark Knight's getting a whole nother shield. Salted Earth now is going to be placed directly under you, and then they gave them a new skill that they place inside the Salted Earth called
Salt and Darkness, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So I think the way it works is you place down the Salted Earth, and then you can do this inside of the Salted Earth, and it does like, I think it says 500 potency to all enemies in the Salted Earth. So it's just like more AoE. It's instant, so you don't have to worry about
Placement.
yeah, placement and where you're gonna place it in your rotation. You just throw it in there.
Okay.
Now they still think it's their expansion, so they got a skill called Shadowbringer.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's like
pretty funny.
okay,
Shadowbringer.
okay, you gave him a skill called Shadowbringer. Um,
That's edgy as shit.
yeah, everything else looks similar. Let's look at the traits. I think that was all the.
I know they changed
Yeah.
something to Abyssal Drain though.
Did they train to Bristol? Okay, hold on. Um. Oh yeah, they changed unmend to where when you use unmend, it reduces the cast time for plunge by 5 seconds.
Does it now?
So
Oh, that's
yeah.
good actually.
So now with the changes where your range attack doesn't break your combo, you can unmend. It will reduce the cooldown for your plunge so that you can get to your plunge soon. So I mean that's pretty cool. The Living Shadow is just getting flat out buffs all around. Like he gets the ability to use Shadowbringer. He gets like a potency increase of like 300. It's ridiculous. He's just getting stronger.
Well, I mean, I feel like all these, like he would have to get stronger. I feel right because
Right,
is it
in order to
scaled?
keep it balanced?
Yeah. Because it's definitely scaled on at level 90, like everything up to level 90, right?
Right.
So,
An Abyssal Drain. It seems to be the same. Yeah. Instacast. Range of 20, radius of 5, potency of 150 to targets and all nearby. So it's still AOE, and it's
I
still
think that's what
recovers
it
your health.
is. It's it's a flat rate potency instead of taking the percentages of everything you hit with the Abyssal Drain.
Okay.
It's a flat
So
out potency.
it doesn't work like Flare and stuff does.
No, yeah. I think that's what they changed about it. So really, you can hit one enemy or like 5 enemies and it'd be the same type of potency.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I think that's about it for good old Dark Knight.
Dark Knight.
I mean, more shields. That's cool. More damage with the Salted Earth. Give it a reason to exist. That's cool. Shadowbringer, a new off the global cooldown attack. By the way, it has 2 charges. That's just instant. You can just throw it out there. So
Wait,
I mean, that's
what
that's
does?
Cool. Shadowbringer.
Oh, I have 2 charges. Okay.
Yeah. Shadowbringers are like a straight line AOE with a potency of 600 on the first enemy and then 50 for each remaining enemy. Minus 50%. You know how that works.
Yeah. I think the only thing that's a little bit weird, I have a like experiment on my own is oblation.
Yeah.
Because it reduces damage taken by a party member or self by 10%, but the Blackest Night I feel is a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, with a tank, you're usually not just popping one cooldown. You're popping stuff together with things.
Yeah.
So you would just for a cooldown, you could use Oblation on top of Blackest Night, and you get 2 charges of it.
Right.
And then you can also use this on other people, not just yourself. So it gives him even more off tank abilities.
Yeah, that give them like a lot of shields because what they have Rampart, they have Shadow Wall, they have
they have the most defensive cooldowns of any tank. Because I mean that's not even including the Rampart that you get as the class action skill or whatever. But yeah, you got Rampart, you got Blackest Night, Oblation, Dark Missionary, Shadow Wall, Dark Mind. They got a lot of defensive cooldowns, and Blackest Night can be thrown out like all the time.
Yeah. Blackest Night,
So
I was saying too.
they already had enough shields with that by itself. So
I'm wondering how would that work with Blackest Night, because you sometimes it becomes worthless if you put Blackest Night on and they don't crack your shield.
Yeah, they don't crack your shield.
So sometimes you want to put it on by itself, just so it can crack.
If you're a Dark Knight, you know how it can be. Being a masochist, you're like, yo, hit me.
I want your axe to my skull.
I need more damage. Alright. Next thing, let's look at Gunbreaker.
Gunbreaker, okay.
Alright, I haven't memorized all of Gunbreaker shit, so I can only say a couple of things that I can tell that are different. As far as I know, the basic combo is the same. The Gnashing Fang combo is the same. I think they're just gonna clean up the buttons, so you don't have to have so many buttons or whatever. Like your dots are still there, your off global cooldowns are still there, your range attack is still there. Oh, so they did give you a this is okay. No, that's just the AOE. Where's the other AOE that they right there? Double down. I know that I saw that in the trailer and it was different. So you got a new cartridge action called Double Down.
Is that in the combo?
It looks like it's an insta cast. The recast time for these are weird. 59.04 seconds.
Is it a cartridge action?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And this one costs 2, and it is a potency of 1200 on the first enemy and minus 20% on all remaining enemies. And it costs 2 cartridges. That's why it does so much damage, because it costs 2. This is ridiculous damage.
I mean, that's why they gave him 3 cartridges.
for a tank, that's ridiculous damage.
Yeah, that's pretty base. What's the recast on that? Oh, okay. That's a high recast. That makes sense.
Yeah, you got a whole minute pretty much waiting.
Damn, I've never seen a recast like that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The weird timing on the recast, but
yeah, 59.04 seconds. Like, really, this is 0.04? Like, just make it 59.
Yeah, they're also giving you another combo to go with Burst Strike. I hated Burst Strike. I was just like, can we make this better? And at least they gave you a new skill to go after with hyper velocity.
Hyper velocity.
Yeah. So you got another combo to go with it.
Which doesn't take
to not cost anything. It's just an extra 200 damage attack.
It's an ability.
Oh, so Burst Strike is going to change to hyper velocity once you do it, just like when you do the other Gnashing Fang combo. That's how that's going to work.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, their utility seems to be the same. Let's look at their traits. What do they do with their traits? Let's see. Upgraded. Oh, you upgraded Heart of Stone to Heart of Corundum.
Heart of Stone?
Yeah, Heart of Stone has been changed, which is the heal. Or the regen heal that they have.
The Heart of, Corundum. Oh, Corundum?
No, Heart of Stone, that's in their
Damn, you turned
rotation,
super robot for me.
I'm trying to see where is that at.
Rotation.
Oh, there it is. It's in your utilities. Reduce damage taken by a party member or self by 15%. Okay, so this is their shield that they can put on either themselves or somebody else. Okay, yeah, the brutal shield, that effect is also granted to the target. Right. Okay, so it's just stronger. And Aurora has 2 charges now. The region that they have. So that's new. And let's see, what else do they change? Become blast ready after blast. Yeah, we already know about that. And increase power gauge capacity to 3. Executing Bloodfest stores 3. Okay, so that just increases their cartridges to 3. Okay, that's pretty much it. They got 3 extra cartridges.
Super Bolide got adjusted.
Whoa! What did it? Hold on, where?
No, it's nothing big. It's just saying that like it goes. It's 10 seconds now for Super Bolide instead of 8 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you have. Whoa, where?
I was just like, what is the meme over? Like, nope, it's still the same. Just 10 seconds now. Okay. All right. I guess that's just to go in line with the other tanks and their survival skills.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, Living Dead is 10 seconds, and then you get another 10 seconds Walking Dead.
Yeah.
All right. Next tank, Pally, my boy. Look, I already went over this, so I already know everything that has changed.
Damn, I'm looking at this Paladin right now. I'm looking at him. What he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
He looked kind of derpy. I don't know. It's maybe the long nose. Maybe, let me stop talking about him.
Oh man, why you gotta disrespect him like that? All right. So let's start with what is it? Spirits Within, I believe, got an upgrade, unless they were making this a whole nother move. Let me check. Let me check the traits. Well, yeah, there should be a change to Spirits Within. Yeah. Upgrade Spirits Within to Expectation. Okay. So I don't even know why they have Spirits Within on here. But yeah, Spirit Within is going to change to a new move called Expiation?
Expiation?
Yeah, I believe that's how it's pronounced.
Expiation.
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 I'll be saying that every time I do it. Expiation. So now it's an AoE, and potency has been increased to 300. Yeah, so now it's an AoE, and the potency has been increased to 300. It still restores MP. So yeah, that's cool. Nothing much with it. Requisite has changed. Instead of how it used to work, where you had the timer, it now just grants 5 stacks of requisite. So it's just the same thing that they pretty much did to the other tanks, where they're trying to reduce the spam and just make it like, hey, you're just gonna get a set number of attacks during this rotation, so people aren't specking for spell speed.
Hold on real quick.
Are you really looking up how to pronounce that?
Expiation.
Expiation. Is it? Yeah, it was.
All right. All right. That's amazing. Anyways,
go ahead.
Moving on to the spells. Clemency will pretty much never be used again, if it was ever used.
Why not, man?
Holy Spirits is going to get even more use. So now,
Wait.
Spirit.
What the fuck?
Holy Spirit has healing attached to it.
What the fuck?
So it does damage and heals you with a cure potency of 400.
That's...
So
what?
Paladins are being made more of a healer class come this expansion, because they are paladins, so they should be healing, and not just have clemency for heals. So they're giving them more healing within their rotation.
That's crazy.
So in your healing rotation, you can heal yourself.
What the fuck?
And then Confiteor has a new string of skills to go along after it. So after your Holy Spirit spam, you do your Confiteor, and then from there, you go into Blade of Faith, Blade of Truth, and then Blade of Valor. All of these restore MP. They're all AoEs, and Blade of Valor will put a dot on the enemies.
Hold up. Hold the fuck up. These are ranged AoEs.
Yes, these are all.
What the fuck? What? They're range AoEs, like 25 yums. Like,
yeah,
wait,
just
what the
like
fuck?
just like Confiteor, yeah.
Like, I'm expecting Paladin to shoot swords like fucking that guy.
Yeah, they can do this whole casting rotation can be done on the move. You do not have to be near the enemy.
This is stupid. And you what the fuck?
That's like the best thing.
Unlimited blade works. Like, what? Come on, man.
It's like the best thing that's changed about those so far. Okay. AoE rotation is still pretty much the same. Holy Spirit's got the same treatment as what was it? Holy Circle got the same treatment as Holy Spirit. So it also has healing of a cure potency of 400. So now warriors aren't going to be the only one that can sustain themselves while tanking big mobs. Paladins will be doing the same thing.
So the Dark Knight is not the only one. I guess Dark Knight have a whole bunch of shields. So I guess
Dark Knight got a bunch of shields.
Yeah. But he can't, they can't heal themselves though.
Other than Soul Eater.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a Dark Knight. You shouldn't be healing yourself.
No, I should be drinking the blood of my victims. Just drain them in my mouth.
That's what Soul Eater's for.
Just gobble it up.
All right. Go into their utilities. Let's see. Sheltron is getting an upgrade into Holy Sheltron. Which is just going to make Sheltron actually useful instead of it just being there to block attacks, which is what your shield is for. But I digress. So yeah, now Holy Sheltron will block attacks and grant you Knight's Resolve and Knight's Benediction. Knight Resolve will reduce damage taken by 15% for 4 seconds, and Knight's Benediction will gradually recover your HP for 12 seconds with a cure potency of 250. So you get block, reduce damage, and healing all at the same time.
What is this? You're basically a cleric now. Like, what the fuck?
That's what Paladin should have been to begin with.
Honestly, yeah.
This expansion, they're like, hey, you wanted your classes to be what they needed to be. Here you go. We're doing it now. So yeah, the same treatment was given to Intervention, which is another skill that I pretty much never used. So the same thing that used to happen if you have Rampart or Sentinel active, you would get an additional 10% onto the 10% that you reduce for your party member, pretty much if you're off tanking. But now it also grants Knight's Resolve and Knight's Benediction to a party member.
Oh my god.
Which will actually Knight's Resolve is a little bit weaker than if you were to use it with the Holy Sheltron. Using it on a party member will just give you an extra reduced damage of 10%, but it's only for 4 seconds. Intervention lasts 8 seconds. So for if you had no Rampart and no Sentinel, and you were just to throw Intervention on your party member, you would get damage reduced by 10 by itself for 8 seconds. For the first 4 seconds of that 8 seconds, it'll be reduced by another 10%, which would be 20%. And then for 12 seconds, they're going to get regen.
For that target. That's crazy.
For that target, yeah. So
it makes Intervention like really good now.
It makes it really good. It makes it useful. Like,
yeah.
Their gauge spenders before were really not that useful. Intervention was like the only thing that you were really spinning your gauge on. Like, I mean, Sheltron, if you need to like block something, I guess.
Yeah, Celtron. I was trying to figure out how Celtron would work, but look, holy Celtron though.
Holy Sheltron is ridiculous. Like, it made Sheltron super good. Cover is still ass. Cover is still ass.
Oh yeah, take all damage intended for another 10 yawns.
I still don't like cover. I mean, when you have shit like intervention, why would I use cover? I mean, I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. I guess if you had, I mean, there's certain situations where it could be used, but I mean, if I was like trying to cover maybe my healer, but I wouldn't use cover on like the off tank unless it was very specific. But yeah, I digress. That's raid stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and when they took away the ability for you to use cover and hollow ground, that's what I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm never using color.
Yeah, I can't think of a situation where you would use cover, and it's part of an oath gauge too. Like, I wouldn't use that at all.
It costs 50 oath gauge. Like why
intervention
use that
is
over
clearly
intervention?
better.
Yeah, why use that over intervention? It doesn't make any sense. When you can literally give them another 10% if you had Rampart or Sentinel on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, why? What if I'm going to cover you and use no, just use the intervention.
Yeah.
And there's a range of 30 yawns versus 10 would cover. You have to stay in range.
You have to stay in range, and intervention just pops. And the recast on intervention is 10 seconds versus 120 seconds in cover.
Right. So again, I don't know what they do with cover. So this next one I'm kind of iffy about. Divine Veil. So Divine Veil is a barrier that is placed on the party only after you have received a heal. Everybody within 15 yams, which is also needs to be bigger, but everybody within 15 yams will get a barrier that prevents 10% of your maximum HP damage. So they added another thing to it where it restores the target's HP. So this this confuses me. So it's either A, it's restoring my HP when I cast it on myself because I am the initial target, and then that would proc the heal that would then proc the shields to go on everybody. That's what I'm assuming, and that's what I hope is how it works.
Yeah.
Or it works where everybody who gets a shield also gets a heal on top of it.
Wait.
I hope it doesn't work like that.
Bro, if that works like that, the scholar's gone. I'm sorry. To take a paladin as my scholar. I'll take a paladin over my scholar. It'll be 3 tanks in here. 3 tanks and then a sage.
I'm not sure. The wording on that is kind of iffy. I have to see it to see how it actually works.
I think it's for you, honestly. I think it's supposed to be for you. Because it's an instant cast.
It says restore target's HP.
Yeah, but you're the target. You put the Divine Veil on yourself.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is how it works. So now you don't have to have a healer heal you.
Right.
To proc it anymore.
See, if you read it, upon HP recovery via healing magic cast by self,
or
right?
Party member.
No. Okay, that's for the HP recovery.
Yeah, that's how Divine works naturally.
But when you pop Divine Veil, you casting it on yourself,
right?
And so you're the target, and so you restore the target HP, which is your HP. And so then it'll spread out to your party members.
Yeah, but I think because of where it's placed, so you see right under the description for Divine Veil, it says duration 30 seconds. And then after that it says barrier effect, duration 30 seconds. And then after that it says additional effect, restore target's HP. So I'm assuming it's talking about the barrier effect. Who gets the barrier also gets a heal. But I don't know. I'm hoping that it allows you to just proc Divine Veil normally and not have to require a heal. I still don't see why you have to require. Just remove it. Don't make it a trait. Don't buff it with a heal. Just remove the you have to be healed in order to proc it. There's no reason for it. By the time the healer heals me and procs this, there's no point of the shield. It's the attacks have already gone off.
Yeah.
Like you have to be super coordinated, see something coming, immediately proc that, and immediately be like, heal me so that I can put out shields on people that are not even, it's not even your job to do most of the time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, alright.
I feel like if you change that with like Holy Sheltron, I think it would then like you'd be fine.
Would that work? Would that work with that?
I feel like it would. Why wouldn't it?
God, you just giving me ideas. I'm gonna play. Because
you gradually restore HP with Holy Celltron, right? And you don't need it doesn't need to get pop. It doesn't need to get popped. It just happens, right? And it's a cure potency. It actually have a cure potency on. Oh, okay, both of them have.
Yeah,
cure.
I mean, I guess.
Wait, both of them have cure potency.
Yeah, I mean, I guess with that you could also proc it with Holy Spirits or Holy Circle as well. So you could still be doing damage while. So once you, I would literally pop Divine Veil right before I go into my spell casting rotation, and just proc it myself every time. It will literally be part of my rotation.
Wait, is it for spelling? For spells?
I mean, once I go into my
Holy Spirit,
yeah, and use Holy Spirits, it would proc Divine Veil.
What's the recast on that Divine Veil?
Hold on, I was looking at
90 seconds.
Yeah, that would that work? I don't know if his rotation is that long. Well, yeah, actually, I think that would probably work. Because you have to wait for Requisite to come back anyways.
Right, like, yeah, probably like when the boss about to jump, you can do a final Holy Spirit or some shit. With the Divine Veil before that, right?
Yeah.
It'll last for 30 seconds.
That's gonna be. Okay, I have to see it because if it gives people shields and heals,
God, Paladin's kind of broken right now as a tank.
I'm liking it.
Who like? If someone says, "No, we don't want Paladins," like you're crazy. Why do you?
But yeah, there's no point of going over the traits. The traits are I've already described what they changed in the actions. But yeah, that's Paladin.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to Warrior.
Damn. We should have saved Paladin for last.
All right, Warrior. Let's see what they did to you. What you did to you? Oh, right. What was it? Their gap closer. There it is. Onslaught. So now just instacast. It has 3 charges. So Warrior is the only tank that has a gap closer with 3 charges instead of 2.
Yeah.
Everybody else only has 2. Dark Knight, they gave it like they're giving the tanks identities with these changes, right?
Yeah,
like Dark Knight, they got an extra heal. Dark Knight has the reduced recast when it uses unmend, so they can use more plunges.
Like I feel like Dark Knight is like a barrier tank. Like honestly, and then Paladin is the pure healing tank. I actually know I have barriers too. Like what the fuck?
Oh man, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, I think you're onto something.
And I guess the like both the other tanks are DPS tanks. I want to say.
Okay, so yep, freaking Gunbreaker is definitely a DPS tank.
Yeah.
Upheaval, and now also doesn't cost gauge, and it shares a recast time with a new skill. Okay, so there's a new skill called Origini for warrior delivers a potency of 150 to all nearby enemies. So it turns it into an AoE instead of a single target and reduces the potency by 200. Or wait. I guess you get an option. So they both share the same recast time. So you can either use upheaval for single targets, or you have another move that you can use for AoE. Okay, that's how that works. Let's see. They have a new AoE attack to go over Decimate, called Primal Rend. I love the name.
Yeah.
Delivers an attack. Delivers a critical direct hit to target. So it's guaranteed to be a critical direct hit to all enemies nearby with a potency of 700. Wow. Stacks of interrelease are not consumed upon execution.
Wait,
okay.
Wait, can only be executed while the effect of Primal Rend ready, granted by interrelease. Oh, okay. It's like the last thing of like interrelease, I guess?
Yeah. Okay, I see.
Because what's interrelease? Where is that?
Interrelease is in your utilities, but interrelease is where they get the where they do their fail cleaves.
Mm-hmm.
But now interrelease is 3 stacks instead of it being a timer.
Engage without cost, critical and direct hits, nullify, stun, sleep, bind, heavy. Additional effect: extend Surging Tempest duration by 10 seconds to a maximum of 1. Okay. Wait,
what?
Extend Surging Tempest duration. 10 seconds to a maximum of 60 seconds. I think that's
so that's the damage increase.
That's the Storm's
increase your damage
Eye.
for Storm's Eye. Increase damage by 10%.
That's upon execution?
Interrelease will just give you an extra. Extend the duration by 10 seconds to a maximum of 60. Oh, so it just gives you an extra 10 seconds. So, okay, that's cool. So you don't drop your Surging Tempest while you're doing your interrelease part of your rotation. That's cool. I like that.
But where
it's just a little add-on.
But I mean, where does it say you're primal ready though? Rend ready.
That's
because it said
it doesn't say it here.
Can only be executed while under the effect of Primal Rend ready, granted by interrelease. I guess. Huh.
Yeah, maybe this isn't the updated version of interrelease, and it doesn't show. But I mean, it says once granted by interrelease, yeah. So interrelease. So what I'm assuming, right? Because you use interrelease, you get your 3 stacks, you throw out your fell cleaves, and then your interrelease is gone after your 3 stacks.
Mm-hmm.
But you still have Primal Rend that you can throw in. And it's an instant cast, and it still is guaranteed to be a critical direct hit, because before you had to be in interrelease for your fell cleaves to be critical direct hits.
Mm-hmm.
So if you were to use all your fell cleaves and lose the interrelease, you wouldn't be able to do that. But with this skill having that effect already on it, it doesn't matter. It will also be a critical direct hit.
Right.
But,
okay. Yeah, that makes sense then. That makes sense.
Okay. We still got Nordstrom Flash. Nordstrom Flash, when I first seen this movie, I was just like, what is all of this?
Yeah. it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I didn't even get my tank, the warrior to level 80 to actually understand it yet. But
Well, I've been doing Boja, and it has helped me survive mobbing.
what, Flash?
Yeah, Nostrum Flash, you proc it on yourself, and it pretty much becomes Bloodbath, and all your attacks heal you. So it's like you would pretty much use Infuriate, and then either use what is it? Chaotic Cyclone? Yeah, Chaotic Cyclone, which is only given to you by Infuriate. If you don't have that, then you just use Decimate. And just like heal like crazy for your next 3 GCDs. Yeah, that's pretty much how I use it. And it seems they've given them another shield, Blood Wedding. I love the name. Again, reduce damage taken by 10%. Restores HP for each weapon skills. Again, this is literally Nordstrom Flash again. So
What the fuck?
warriors are getting more self heals. It looks like with their weapon actions. Yeah, they keep granted.
It shares
flow.
but it shares a recast time with Nascent Flash.
Oh, it is an upgraded version of Narstrom Flash. So they've just turned Narstrom Flash into a defensive cooldown.
No, it's not.
That
Wait, it's an
also-
upgrade?
Yeah, it's an upgrade to it. That's what I assume, right?
It just say shares a recast timer with. So I thought it was like either or.
Oh, right. Well, let me check that traits. Nope. Yeah, I guess you're right. It just shares a recast time. So you can either use Nordstrom Flash, or you could use the Blood Wedding as an actual defensive cooldown.
Because I think Nascent Flash is more for you and another party member. Blood Wedding is purely yourself.
Yeah, Warrior is like the tank I have the least amount of experience with. I've been playing around with it recently to try to get a hang of it. But yeah, Nordstrom Flash and was it Norsent Chaos? I haven't really grasped what those do. But it looks like Equilibrium, they're giving it a healing over time. That's cool. Oh, Blood Wedding is Raw Intuition.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
I see.
Blood Wedding is Raw Intuition. It's just
It's an upgrade. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's cool. Raw Intuition was barely used.
What do you do to my boy fucking Dark Knight? Like, shit, everybody getting all these healing.
Yeah. Blood Wedding. Wow. Okay. Grants Stem of Flow. Reduce damage taken by 10% for 4 seconds. This is just like Holy Sheldron.
Blood Wedding?
Stem of the Tide. Creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage equal to the heal of 400 potency. So it reduces damage taken. All your actions recover your health. It reduces damage taken by 10% again for the first 4 seconds. And it creates a barrier around self that absorbs damage equivalent to a heal of 400 potency. So you get a damage reduction, barrier, and you can heal when you attack for 8 seconds.
No, that's for 30 seconds.
No.
Wait,
the barrier is the 30 seconds.
Oh, the barrier is the 30 seconds.
Yeah, you only get 8 seconds for the Blood Wedding actual effect. So I mean that. Okay, Warrior's looking clean.
God,
I was saying I
dog.
might end up playing Warrior over Gunbreaker at this point.
I mean, Gunbreaker. I'm sorry. Warrior. I felt like it's always meta because their skills are so goddamn good. If you're like a main tank, because they can sustain themselves so much.
Yeah,
It's
Gunbreaker's
ridiculous.
got the most damage. Like double down is still ridiculous.
Oh yeah, for like an AOE.
Yeah, and
That's-
even if you don't use it as an AOE and just use it as single target, it does 1,200 potency. Like this is still pretty
crazy.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, Warrior, I see you out here. All right, moving on to the healers. Oh my god, I'm not gonna go through all of this. I'm not.
For Astrologian, right? For Astrologian, right? Yeah. Astrologian is a lot. Astrologian's a lot.
It's a lot. Let's start with the traits, huh? I think the traits will help us break down this a little
Fair.
a little bit easier.
Fair.
So starting with the level. Okay, so Gravity's got an upgrade to Gravity 2. Malefic 4 has been upgraded to Fall Malefic. Okay. It was like, we can't just keep going up by numbers. We're going to change the name. It's Fall Malefic now. Enhance Healing Magic. Increase the potency of Benefic. Oh, this is flat potency increases to all your heals?
All your heals.
Yeah, these numbers are definitely subject to change depending on how things roll.
Why you say that?
Okay, so you have 2 stacks of Celestial intersection. Intersection.
Yeah.
My bad.
Intersection. But yeah, why you think the healing is due to change?
Well, I mean, you have the stat squish, right? That's why they're giving you all these potency buffs.
Yeah.
At higher levels, but it's just gonna be like, what's gonna be like when it comes to lower levels, man? But you don't have that potency buff.
Lower levels is just level 85. It's just like, so like what I imagine for like lower levels.
Well, it's crazy to get a potency buff at 85. Like in the middle of your leveling from 80 to 90, you're just getting a flat buff on all your heals.
Yeah.
That just seems kind of off to me.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like in the expansion itself.
Yeah, like in the expansion.
Oh, I see.
At 85, you're just gonna get a big potency increase to all your heals.
Yeah, like,
but I don't know. Well, I trust Square Enix knows what they're doing, so leave it at that. Let's try to look at the newer skills. I'm not gonna break down all the older skills. Okay, so all right, I'm gonna look at the cards first, because this is probably the most important thing for me. The cards. What did they do to the cards? All right. Let's see. So draw. I mean, yeah, still restores P. Allows redraw. So draw. You have 2 charges. Didn't you used to have 3?
Draw. Or redraw. Which one?
Draw.
Draw.
No, draw.
I think you only had 2. I want to say.
No. Draw. You only had 1. Redraw. You had 3. But now you get 1 free redraw anytime you draw. So that's how that changed. And draw itself has 2 charges.
I see.
So yeah, draw has 2 charges now. And you get 1 redraw for every draw. And then play is still the same, and then you have undraw. I never use undraw. Don't know why that's there. What is so
Astrodome?
Astrodome
or Astrodin?
Astrodin is different now. So with all 3 signs, you would get Spirit, Body, and Mind. Spirit gives you a gradual MP restore Okay. Body, reduce spell cast time and recast time and auto attack delay by 10%. So pretty much a haste.
Yeah.
And then mine will increase damage dealt and healing potency by 5%. So yeah, instead of Divination, you have Astrologian now, which just grants, I guess, yourself a buff.
Wait, I thought that was like a new skill or something. Or is that an upgrade? Like, I
don't see Divination in here. Oh no,
Divination's there. Yeah.
Yeah, Divination has changed. It is now Astrodome that uses the stuff, and Divination just is a flat damage increase to the party,
right,
and yourself by 6%, which is cool. Because I mean that's all it was really used for. So it still pretty much does the same thing, and now you have this new skill that grants you something else that actually uses the stuff. So that's great.
I feel like the cards are just kind of the same.
You still have the Minor Archon, which gives you either Lord of Crown or Lady of Crowns. Then you have a new... So you have play, and then you have crown play. So now you have to have more buttons. more buttons. Cool. Because crown play was not a thing. That was not a thing.
No, I think... Yeah, crown play... Wait. Oh, no. So, play is for the cards you have, like Spire, Ewer, Bowl.
Yeah.
And the crown play is for the Lady of Crowns and the Lord of Crowns.
Well, yeah, I'm wondering if this is going to be another button I have to put on my hotbar.
No, it just overwrites.
But no, now, so before you could only have one card, but now the crowns and the regular cards are separate.
Have they? No, they've been separate.
No, they're not.
They haven't been separate?
They are not separate. You can only have one card. So if you have a bowl, you have to give up that bowl to then try to draw one of the crowns. You can't have a bowl and a crown, but now they gave you two separate slots. One for crowns and one for the regular cards.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, play and crown play have always been separate, but I think before then you can only use either one of them. You can't use both, right? Or am I remembering this wrong?
I'm not worried about it.
Okay, yeah.
So what I think it is once you use the minor icon, it will become the crown play that allows you to play one of the crown cards. I'm hoping. I just don't want more buttons on my hotbar for the cards. Like that's just too much.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be a lot more buttons. I feel.
The other cards do the same shit that they did before.
Yeah, but they give a sign. I mean,
yeah. They gave signs before.
Yeah. Oh no, you're right.
Only when you're in combat. But yeah. Looking at the newer skills, let's see. What do we got? What is this? Looking at the heals.
AoE heals or just heals?
Oh, AoE heals, right.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at Extortion. Reduce damage taken by self or target party member by 10%.
So it's a barrier.
Right. Restores HP at the end of the effect's duration.
Oh.
It's kind of like the Scholar.
Astrologian?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. Restores HP at the end. So it prends a barrier and restores HP up to 500% potency.
That's pretty powerful.
So either if the barrier is broken or if the time runs out, it'll just give you a flat heal of 500 potency. That's pretty good.
That's pretty powerful. I
mean, the recast time is a minute, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think of. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. I don't know. What's the other one? A Macrocosmos. Macrocosmos?
This move looks amazing.
Yeah.
It's got a recast time of 2 minutes. It costs 600, and there is a cast. So it's like you have to cast it. It has a 2-minute recast, and it costs MP. It's got to be good. The limited attack of 250 to all enemies, and grants microcosmos to self and all nearby party members. Action changes to microcosmos upon execution. The effect duration: 50% of damage taken is compiled, and restores HP equal to the compiled damage when the effect expires or upon the execution. Oh, so you can either pop it or wait for the time to run out, and it'll heal 50% of the damage that everybody who has it has taken. Okay, that's cool.
Damn, that's kind of like a. Oh, that's interesting.
All right. I mean, you still got the star. Stars is the star. I'm not seeing anything else. Is that it?
Where's that microcosmosis, or is just?
It's
no, it's
no,
part
that's the
of
name
it.
of the skill. Yeah, the name of the skill is microcosmos.
No, the name of the skill is macro.
Oh.
And so I guess it changes to micro.
Yeah, the action changes to micro.
Oh, okay,
As
that makes sense.
Upon execution, the action changes to micro, and then you can proc it.
I see.
Okay, that's not much. Astrologians, they pretty much they've separated the card situation. Deviation is now just a flat damage increase, and they gave them another skill that's given them MP regen, freaking increased cast time, and more damage or healing depending on what you need. It's pretty good. I like it. It's not like game changing, I don't think, but I do like the changes to Astrologian.
All right, let's look at Scholar because I want to see because like I'm hearing all this stuff for Astrologian. I'm like, when do I ever want to get a Scholar?
Look at this dude. Dude.
Reading his book.
Oh, he a scholar, all right. Let's look at the traits first. All right, so Art of War been changed to Art of War 2. Upgrade Bowl to Bowl 4. Increase potency of Ruin 2 to 220. So Ruin 2 isn't getting a Ruin 3, it's just getting a potency increase, but Bowl 3 is becoming Bowl 4. There it is, the enhanced healing at 85. I assume all healers are going to get this.
Yeah.
At 85. Reduce deployment tactics recast time to 90 seconds, so you can use it more. But deployment tactics is so, we're not going to get into that. Alright, let's look at the actual skills. What they change. Where we starting? Let's start at the top.
I was gonna look at heals and shields. So
heals and shields.
Nothing. They still have physics. That's kind of. That's kind of crazy.
All right. A new skill. Protection. Instacast with a 60-second recast time, range of 30. Skill healers. Increase maximum HP of the party member itself by 10% and restores that amount. So it's a thriller battle that you can literally put on people, but it's a target. And increase HP recovery via healing actions by 10% for 10 seconds. So not only are you getting more health, they're getting increased healing by 10% as well.
I feel like that's going to be like very situational.
I mean, it's practically just another shield, but
yeah,
it's using your health as the shield.
I guess that's it. AoE heals and shields. There's nothing there the same.
Okay, AoE heals and shields.
Yeah, it's like to the right.
Oh right.
It's
no, that looks
same.
exactly the same.
Yeah.
This is all the stuff that you use your Indomitability and Sacred Soul uses your Ether Flow. Yep. Lustre uses Ether Flow. Astrologian uses Ether Flow. Alright. What's after that? Spells? Damage?
Oh, are we looking at
Oh no.
utility? Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. There's deployment tactics at 90. Okay. There's that eat your fairy move. Okay.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why you would do that.
Eat your fairy.
Literally lock you out of most of your moves with doing that, but okay. New skill.
Expedient. Grants expedience and desperate measure to all nearby party members. Increase movement speed. Reduce damage taken by 10%.
That's a skill from the trailer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it doesn't
lasts for
just
20
increase your
seconds.
movement speed. Yeah. It increases movement speed and reduces damage taken by 10% for 20 seconds. Like, I think that's the biggest group defensive cooldown in the game. Like, it not only reduces the damage you take, but increases everybody's movement speed. Look at that radius, though. Like, you have to coordinate that.
Oh,
15 yawns?
15 yawns, yeah.
You have to coordinate that.
And it starts from U2. It's like, oh, yeah, that's... Huh, yeah. You do have to coordinate that. Dots, the same.
I want to see what people are going to come up with. Because I feel like they're going to use this to avoid certain mechanics. I could just see that happening.
I could see that, too.
I mean, damage reduction by 10% for 20 seconds on a shield healer, and then like increased movement speed. I don't know. I feel like it could be really useful. All right, dots. They still got dots. More dots.
They still got summons.
Wait. So, bio upgraded to bio 2, upgraded to bioist. Bioist.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's been there.
Like I've been scholar, so I'm not very prevalent. to the new skills.
I'm reading what it says down here and say, all right, follow me on this one. Everything is going to be okay, probably. One of the problems showing off Scholar and Endwalker is the most of the changes are deeper than cosmetics.
I mean, Art of War and Ball is pretty much the same. Pet actions, I don't think have changed at all. Did they get a single new action? I can't see the levels of these actions, and I'm not familiar enough with Scholar to know if any of this is new. Nope, because you get summoned Seraphi at 80. So that's it. That was it?
So I'm reading more of this. So it says nothing flash is going on here, but the barriers are increased. Like it's obviously increased.
I feel like they didn't change it because Scholar is the best shield healer in the game, right? And then we're getting this stat squish, which is going to like change the game dramatically. So it's just like, we don't want to give Scholar anything broken while we're doing this overhaul to the stats where it's going to break the game. You know, Scholar's going to be like the best healer where you can literally just ignore mechanics because Scholar Berry heals just protects the whole party all the time. I feel like maybe that's why they didn't do much to Scholar, but
I feel
I'm
like
looking at these now and there's like nothing. Like, you got increases to their Bowl and Art of War and their dot. You got this new skill, which is like new damage reduction and movement speed, which is good. And then this other single target instacast barrier, which uses your HP and increases healing, which is pretty much just going to be used on the main tank. And that's it. And that's it.
Well, no. So hold on. I'm looking at Adlo, right?
I mean, if you're talking about potency increases...
No, not potency. Not potency. The percentages. Right. Because potencies can be iffy, right? Because everything is stat squished. But it giving you percentages that is super close to 200%. And they still have catalyze as well?
180.
180% on a shield.
I mean, we'll see what it looks like in action when that time comes. Moving on.
And you still and you can still have a crit low. That's all I'm saying. I think that's what the biggest thing here is that their shields are a lot beefier. That's it.
Right. And like I said, because of the stat squish, they didn't want to do anything too crazy, because then Scholar would be broken. I don't know who this character was they chose to be all these classes, but he looked terrible.
Yeah,
he looks terrible.
Like he's like, I'm Squidward.
Just choose a girl like every other weeb out there. Anyways, all right, White Mage.
Looking at the traits first.
Yeah, looking at the traits first.
Okay.
So yeah, Glare. Skip Glare 2 and went to Glare 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I saw too. I was like, what the fuck?
Holy skipped Holy 2 and went to Holy 3.
I don't understand that.
I don't know either. And then, of course, there's your healing potency increase. And then Divine Benison getting 2 stacks at level 88. Alright.
Okay.
Pretty similar to Scholar. Alright, starting with their heal shields, nothing new there.
No.
Same old. AoE and shields, nothing new there.
Yeah, same thing.
Looks pretty much the same. Then going on to the Blood Lilies.
Yeah, Blood Lilies.
The Blood Lilies. Why they got their own section that says
Blood
Lilies?
I feel like that's the same though.
Yeah, DPS. I mean, we already went over the Glare changes.
Yeah, Glare and Glare 3.
Yeah.
I mean, the picture for Glare 3 looks pretty base though. I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Dot, Dia, nothing new.
Yeah.
Holy, we got Holy 3. It's still stuns. Okay. They didn't nerf Holy. Oh, you want to know the difference between Holy and Holy 3?
150.
10 potency. That's what required from Holy to go to Holy 3. It got an increase of 10 potency.
Dang, imagine the Holy 2. That'd be 145 potency, man. Think about it. What's
the point? Hell, like, you can't like increase the potency of a move, call it a different move, and be like, oh well, you learned this at level 86. What? Why? Just increase the potency of the move. Like, give me something. Damn.
Give me some. You skipped Holy 2 as well. That's funny.
Yeah, you skipped Holy 2 for what? 10 potency?
Shit.
Okay. I mean, people were bashing on Scholar. White Mage didn't get many changes either, outside of their utility here.
I mean, they're pretty good, like, in healing.
They got Aqua Veil, which is reducing. It's a shield. Reduce damage by 50% to a party member or self.
Dude, they got fucking shields.
Like 15%? That's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you got the Lily Bell, and the Lily Bell, like, you saw the job action trailer. That's just gonna be stupid.
No, that's gonna be broken.
This is gonna be stupid. It's like, yo, fairy. Nah, I got my Lily Bell. Yeah. Give me the blood lilies. That's it. All right, White
Lilybell.
Mage.
Oh, you're not gonna describe Lilybell?
I mean, you want to go over it? I mean,
Just real quick.
okay. Place a healing blossom at the desired location. Grants 5 stacks of Lilybell to self for 15 seconds. Taking damage will expend 1 stack of Lilybell to heal self and all party members within a radius of 20 yalms. So the stacks are placed on the healer, and the healer themselves have to take damage?
Yeah, the healers themselves have to take damage.
Okay, so this is only going to work for AoEs, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. And so I see this as I don't want to heal right now. I'm gonna place this down and just keep on attacking.
Right.
The effects
So
of the
they've
action.
given the healers more reason to just DPS.
Yeah,
and not heal.
DPS. Yeah. The effect
Cure
of
potency of 400.
yeah, for cure potency 400. The effect of this action can only be triggered once per second. Wait, really?
Okay, so if you have skills going in half a second, if you have 2 back-to-back skills that are, half a second, it would only proc every 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think there's any skills in the game coming out that fast with hits. Like, it's not happening. But I understand.
So when all stacks are expended, the healing blossom dissipates when all stacks are expended. The effect expires. Any remaining stacks of Lilybell, when the effect expires, will trigger an additional healing effect. Do 100 for every remaining stack of Lilybell.
Okay, so even if they don't get used, it's just going to pulsate for 200 for every remaining stack instead of the 400.
Literally, I could see someone just popping Temperance, then popping Lilybell.
Yeah.
Because you increase healing magic by 20% while reducing damage taken by self and all party members within 30 yalms for 10%.
Right.
That's with Lilybell?
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's like it's made to go together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. I like it. Throw some regens and just DPS. Throw out an A size here and there. Fuck yeah.
Okay.
Yo, why did you just give me another stack of A size? I think that would have been much better. Just give me another stack of A size.
A size?
Yeah. I'll be happy with that.
A size is too powerful, man. You can't do that.
Alright. New healer, Sage. God damn. Since this is a new healer, we're gonna literally have to go over everything. And this is Sage. So yeah, buckle in for this one. Starting with the traits. You got... Okay, so you got the basic, increased damage, increased healing, 10%, 30%. How do you say this? Aider scale? Aider scale? Grants 1 stack of Aider... Okay, grants 1 stack of Aider scale automatically every 20 seconds with a maximum stack of 3. So this is their normal gauge. It's just constantly going up every couple of seconds. You get 1 stack.
Alright, so Ader's Gale, right? Somanotic Oath. Increasing potency of deuces to 200. Phlegma.
Fligma. He got Fligma.
Phlegma to 300. Man, I need them to come up with like English.
I mean, these names.
Ukrainian, I think.
Ukrainian
deuces to 25.
Deuces. Okay.
It's increased potencies of attacks.
So yeah, this just potency increases. You got a second version of that, which is more potency increases to all your DPS moves. Okay, at level 66 you get Adder Sting, which grants a stack of Adder Sting when a barrier granted by Icarician.
Eucrasian.
Okay. Your barrier shield, when it's completely absorbed, will give you a stack of this adder sting. Alright? You get a maximum stack of 3. So now you have 2 gauges. You have one gauge that is constantly building over time, and another gauge that's built only when your shields are completely absorbed. You get a maximum of 3. You got another offensive magic mastery trait. Is increase the potency of all of your damage. There's 76. You have an enhanced Curl, which is the big barrier.
Good job
an
on
additional effect which grants healing over time. So now the barrier, I guess, will grant healing over time as well. You got another offensive magic mastery 2, which is just more potency. Of course, at 85, you got the enhanced healing magic, more healing, and at 88, you have enhanced Zeo, which reduced the cast time of Zeo to 90 seconds. All right, now let's go over the actual moves.
I'm pretty sure that is Zoe. I'm pretty sure that is Zoe or Zoe. Come on, let's say Zoe.
Zoe, okay. Yeah. It's like Zeo? My bad.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Alright. So, let's see. They got their own res at level 12 called Igrio, yeah.
What you say?
Igrio.
Okay, part of me want to say Igirio.
Igirio? But...
Igirio.
No, Igrio.
Igrio?
Igrio.
Igrio?
No, Igirio.
Alright, let's talk to Google.
It would need a J for it to be Igirio.
No, I think it's like Nigeria.
Maybe. I think it's just Igirio.
Wait, this in the Bible?
Everything's taken from something. But yeah, that's your res at level 12. You got a single target heal. I'm just gonna not
Wait, hold on real quick.
names.
Hold on real quick.
Oh, hold on.
Aguero.
Don't do it.
Aguero.
Is Spanish. Do I look Espanol over here, my boy?
Wow. First of all, that is Greek.
What? You know what?
It says Greek right here.
I'm done. You could do this one.
No, what do you mean? No, it's fun.
You could do this one.
Oh, God damn it. Alright. Okay, we're on healer and shields, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, diagnosis, right?
Oh, okay. Diagnosis.
Diagnosis. Okay.
Yeah.
Restores target HP, cure potency 450. Eucrasian diagnosis. Restores target's HP, cure potency is 300. Additional effect. Erects a magic barrier.
Erects.
I know, right? They have to use that word. Erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage equaling 180% of amount of HP restored. What?
Does that sound familiar? Doesn't sound familiar?
No.
To another barrier healer.
God, dog. But this one doesn't have that crit add load though. I don't think so. So when critical HP is restored, also grants differential diagnosis, nullifying damage equaling 1/8 the amount HP restored.
What was that?
That's like, it's a little bit like crit add load, but every time, you know.
It's exactly what it is.
Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Effect cannot be stacked with Eucrasian prognosis or Scholars Galvanized. Yeah, of course. Haima creates a barrier around self or target party member that absorbs damage equivalent to a heal of 150 potency. What?
Grants 5 stacks.
Of Heimatinen. There it goes. Heimatinen. 30 seconds. When the barrier is completely absorbed, a stack of Heimatinen is consumed and a new barrier is applied. When the effect duration expires, a healing effect is applied. Hold on. 150 per remaining stack of Heimatinen. Ain't no way.
Yeah, it's a barrier that creates more barriers.
What the fuck?
But you get 5 barriers.
Bro. Okay, alright, that's crazy, alright.
Yeah, but believe me, I've already been over all this. Fucking.
I haven't, honestly.
This class, I can't. I don't think I'm even gonna do. It's way too much for me as somebody who doesn't main healer. I think this is too much for me. Like, I don't know. All right, we scrolling over.
Yeah, I'm scrolling over to Addersgall.
Okay,
so Addersgall is like these 3 little things. I put a picture. I'm gonna put a picture for each one of these skills we're talking about. I have to.
Yeah.
So okay, those skills there. You got 3 dots, blue dots. Okay, grants 1 stack of Addersgall, which is Rizomata.
Okay, so you have a skill that can just give you a stack.
We cast is 90 seconds though.
I mean, yeah, 90 seconds. That's
restores Druochol. Restores. Shut up. Restores target HP. Cure potency 600. Additional effect restores 5% of maximum MP. What? Of the target?
No, of you. Remember that every healer has an innate ability to restore MP built into their game mechanic. So this is theirs.
Okay. And that's instant. And it costs 1 Addersgall. Okay.
So yeah, I think anything that's going to use an Addergall is going to restore 5% of your maximum MP.
Yeah. Okay, we have Ixochol. Restores own HP and HP of all nearby party members, which is 15 yalms.
Yeah, AoE heal.
Yeah, cure potency 400, restores, cure point 400, alright. Then you have Curachol.
So the barrier.
Right, barrier, 15 yalms. Reduces damage taken by self or nearby party members by 10 seconds, which is 15 seconds. 10%. By 10% for 15 seconds. Effects cannot be stacked with Turachol. Additional effect is regen. What?
That was in the traits. So there's regen while you're in the barrier. So it's reducing people's damage and giving them regen.
That's a white mage bubble, isn't it?
Yeah, white mage's bubble, pretty much.
Okay. Cure potency is 100 for their regen, and that's for 15 seconds. Okay. Turachol. Restores target HP. Cure potency is 600. Reduces target damage taken by 10%.
So this is your single target shield.
Yeah, this is like a white mage's what you call it?
Insta cast, heal, and shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good enough.
Yeah. Alright, okay, now I'm gonna go to utility for a bit, because utility works with like 2 things, okay? Or 3 things. Shit. Alright, so utility...
They have arrows pointed just to be like, hey, this is gonna use all of this.
Yeah, so... Alright, so now we're going to utility. Main utility, I guess, is Cardia.
This is your dance partner skill.
Grants self for the effect of Cardia and a selected member or self the effect of Cardian. Restores HP after casting certain magic attacks. And magic attacks is DPS. Hold the fuck. DPS heals, dot heals, and AoE DPS heals. That's
anything that's doing damage when you're using
my god.
will also heal.
Jesus Christ. Alright.
Whoever the partner is.
Okay, DPS heals. You have Dosis. Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 240. Additional effect restores HP to target under cure. Okay, Codian, granted by you. Cure potency is 170. So cure potencies for every one of these is 170. I'm thinking. Yeah. Cadian is 170 cure potencies. So I'm not going to mention that again. So Dosis 2 deals unexpected damage with a potency of 320. Dosis 3 deals on. Okay, it's an upgrade.
330.
Yeah, upgrade, right?
Yeah.
Eucrasian doses. Deals
that's your dot.
Yeah, that's your dot. And it goes up 3 times. So potency becomes 30 to 60 to 70. 60. And each one is 30 seconds. That's. So I'm wondering. Wait. So if you cast a skill, it'll heal, or does it constantly heal if you put that dot on? That's my only question, though.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's gonna work with the dot, but I think it's as soon as you cast it is where the heal will come into play.
Okay.
I don't think the dot damage would constantly cause it to reproc.
Okay. Okay, AoE DPS heals. Toxicon. Deal unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 320 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies. That's pretty nice.
Yes, so this one uses the Adder Sting. It doesn't cost an EMP and it's an insta-cast.
No. Yeah, it's Adder Sting cost. Okay.
Then you have the one under it?
Yeah, the one under it is also Adder Sting. And deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 330 for the first enemy and 50% less for all remaining enemies.
Yeah, all those AoE skills do the same thing.
Okay, that's an upgrade. Okay, my bad. I didn't notice that's an upgrade.
It's Lexicon too.
Okay. By the way, I have a range of 25 yalms and a radius of 5. That's kind of good. The radius, I guess, or the range.
Yeah.
Now we have Dyscrasia.
Yes, Dyscrasia. I love that name, by the way.
I do too. And there's an upgrade for it as well. Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 160 to all nearby enemies. Okay.
170 for Dyscrasia too.
Right, and they each cost 400 MP cost.
Yeah, this is the move where he rains down the laser beams all around him. It's pretty much their version of Art of War.
Here's the one you like, Phlegma.
Phlegma
balls. No.
Yeah. Dude. You went there.
I had to. Okay. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby it with a potency of 360 for the first enemy and 30% less for all remaining enemies.
Okay. And then 2 is gonna be 490.
410
is gonna
yeah. No, sorry. Phlegma. I read ahead. Yeah. Phlegma 2 is 490, 50% less. And then Phlegma 3 is 510 and 50%.
Right. You get 2 stacks.
2 stacks.
Two charges.
Why do I want to use Toxicon over Phlegma?
Because Toxicon you can spam. Oh wait, no. Toxicon uses
Adder Sting cost.
Right, and then this one is just by itself.
With MP cost.
Yeah, I feel like this is what you're going to be throwing in.
I think you're like weaving these skills together.
Yeah, in your AoE damage rotation. Okay, actually, looking at this, it looks like they're like scholars. So if they want to do AoE, they have to be in the mob. Outside of Toxican. Outside of that one skill, which causes Adder Sting.
Which is very
normal.
Far away.
Yeah, their normal skills, they have to be on top of the enemy.
Yeah. I mean, 6 yalms is still kind of far versus on top of the enemy, right?
Yeah, I mean, was it desecration? No, discretia.
Yeah, Discrasia?
Discrasia. Yeah, Discrasia has no rage. It literally.
Oh, you have to be on top of them. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do actually. You do. Yeah. Numa. This is a big one. I feel deals unexpected damage to all nearby enemies in a straight line. Oh, that's the fucking Gundam wing beam.
Yeah, that's I'm charging a laser.
Yeah.
So yeah, this laser does damage and heals you and the party member and reduces damage taken by 10%.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait. Why is the range 25 yard and the radius 25 yard?
Because it is also restoring HP of the party and reducing their damage. It's a shield, but it does damage.
When I saw the trailer, it didn't look like that. It just looked fucking.
You only had one person next to you. That's why.
Yeah.
But it's a crazy fucking hype beam.
Jesus Christ.
Hits enemy in a straight line, restores HP of you and the party members, and reduces damage taken by 10%. What?
I'm gonna go ahead and keep on going.
That's so cool.
Jesus Christ. Utility. I already talked about one utility. Another utility. Eucrasia. Augments certain offensive and healing magic actions.
Okay, so this is your stance change that changes your regular heals into barrier heals and changes your
what is it?
Your other attacks? Yeah, it changes your normal attacks into dots.
That's interesting. Okay. Soteria doubles the cure and potency of Guardian effects granted by... What? Double the effect of this?
It just doubles the cure potency.
That's fucking crazy. Okay, it's 90 seconds. Alright. Okay.
Well, it's 10 duration is 10 seconds, but the
recast is 90 seconds. Okay. Icarus rushes to the target. It's a gap closer. A healer gap closer.
You need this though because of your stupid AoE. You literally have to be point blank.
Why Skylar don't have a gap closer, man? Shut up! Don't you say it! Shut up! Don't you say it! That's not a gap closer. I don't want to hear it.
But they do.
No, I don't want to hear it. Zoe doubles the amount of cured by your next healing spell. Okay, 30 seconds. Krasis increases HP recovery via healing actions for a party member or self by 20%, which is 10 seconds. Oh, fuck. Then you got your AoE heals and shields. Prognosis restores its own HP and the HP of all nearby party members for 300. I feel like Zoe is kind of like a deployment tax, but for your healing. No, never mind. No, never mind. Shut up. I'm dumb. Alright, Eucrasian Prognosis. Restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. Cure potency is reduced to 100. Erects a magic... Erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage equal to 320% of the amount of HP restored. What is this?
Sounds like they're just putting up shields like normal.
Oh my god. And it's well, I guess you can't stack it with Eucrasian Diagnosis.
So of course you can't stack a single target shield and an AoE shield together.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one doesn't have the crit proc, which is why the potency is 320.
Okay. Hollows restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members by 300. Wait, what?
Pepsi.
You got two of them. They're the same, aren't they? Oh wait, one is instant and one is a cast. Okay. Pepsis.
No, that's Pepsi.
Pepsis.
No, man. Get the cool drink of Pepsi.
Restore own HP and the HP of nearby party members by removing your creation diagnosis and your creation prognosis effect granted by you. Diagnosis. Oh,
Remove your shields and just give party members heals.
it removes this. So anybody have that the diagnosis and the prognosis, the equation versions.
So you can literally throw shields on the people and then convert those shields into heals.
As long
That's
as
crazy.
as long as you still have it on them.
That's crazy.
Dude, what the hell? Okay, we have Physis. Gradually restore its own HP. Okay, it's a region. Physis 2, gradually, that's another. It's an upgrade, isn't that? Yeah, it's upgraded.
Yeah, physics too.
Wait, no.
Oh, increases
no.
healing.
That's not an upgrade.
Yeah, that's not an upgrade. I think that's a different skill.
Yeah, so Physis 2 gradually restores its own HP and HP of all nearby party members.
I mean, it might as well be an
200.
upgrade. Well, no,
But the
that's got
recast-
different recast time.
Yeah, that
right?
recast time. Increase HP recovered by healing magic by 10%. 15 seconds. That's 15 seconds. And the
That's
Physis
for
is
the
21.
group. That's a group. Increase HP recovery via magic for 10% for the group. Does the other healers have that?
I want to say Astrologian have that, maybe? No.
Like, I think they have it for like single targets. But I don't think they have that for like group heals.
I don't know.
I might be wrong though, but
Okay, then we have last one we have is Panhamia. Panhaima. Erects a magic barrier around self and party members near you that absorbs damage equivalent to a heal of 150 potency. Grants 5 stacks of Panhamination.
oh, so this is like that other Hamina, but for the party. So it grants 5 stacks of the shield to the whole party. That once one shield is absorbed, the second shield goes into place. And then the third, and then the fourth, and then if the time expires, it'll just do a flat heal per stack that the party has. This is cool. Recast time of fucking 2 minutes though. Like, goodness.
Yeah.
You better utilize them shields.
I mean, Haima's the same thing.
Yeah, 30 seconds. So, I mean, these are different skills though. So,
122 minutes?
if they don't share the same cast or, recast or whatever, like you could use this just for the main tank twice.
I never seen a high number like 320%. What's the recast timer on that?
I tell you, the 320% is because it didn't have the crit proc.
What? No. Wait a minute. No, that can't be. Erects a magical barrier which nullifies damage equal to 320% of the amount of HP restored. Oh wait, equaling 320% of the amount HP restored.
Yeah, the potency is only 100. The cure potency for that is only 100.
No, but it's not about healing. It's about nullifying damage.
Yeah, damage to the amount of HP restored, but the cure potency is only 100.
Right, but it's. I mean, it really depends how much HP they have. Like even if it's like 100 potency, right? That it squishes down.
Yeah, I guess. Nullifying damage equal to 320% of the amount of HP restored.
It's not a total 320%. It's of the amount restored.
Right. So if you had 1,000 HP and it restored 100, it restored 320% of that 100 to your 1,000 HP. It would be a shield.
Right. That's some weird scaling.
I mean, for a group shield, it's pretty strong. I mean,
that
the
is
way I
strong,
see
but,
it
like,
is, I mean, hold on. Let me make sure I'm not being crazy. Yeah, no. Sucker. Okay, Sucker has a cure potency of 200. So its barrier is only 160%.
It's 200. It's 200%, right?
The cure potency is 200.
But what's the barrier?
160%.
But is it the amount restored or just 160%?
It's the same thing. Nullifies damage equal to 160% of the amount of HP restored. But because this has a cure potency of 200, it's going to restore more than the Sage, which only has a cure potency of 100.
So,
which is why they give it a 320%. It practically evens out because the cure potency is so low for the Sage one, but the amount of shield you get with that small cure potency is bigger. But Scholar, you have a bigger cure potency, but the shield is smaller, but the cure potency is bigger. So it practically balances itself out.
It's not practically balanced. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
They both restore at the same thing. But yeah. I guess which one would be better for situations, I guess. Because why do they make that clear distinction? One's 320.
I don't know. Like, I feel like they were just trying to throw you for a loop, like they just did.
Yeah, because
like, what? 320? Like, what?
Yeah, but a cure potency of 100, right? And that's literally the same thing of getting a.
I mean, the thing is, there are also skills within all the healers' kits to increase their healing potency. So that would also increase how much the shields will be.
Right. I mean, does Scholar have something to increase their healing potency?
Scholar? Shit, hell if I know. I'll play Scholar.
I'm just trying to give Scholar some hope here. Because at this moment, I think this class fucking took this fucking barrier roll.
I mean, I think I don't know. The only thing they got is this new skill, which is only increasing HP recovery healing by 10%. But I think Sage got that too.
Yeah.
But I'm saying Scholar's still out of the running because they have Chain Stratagem. Chain Stratagem increase crit rate by 10% for 15 seconds. That's more DPS. That's what the people want, right?
True.
More DPS.
That is true. But man, that Cardia, man. Like, you just don't have to heal.
I mean, fucking White Mage got a fucking auto lily system.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna cut this off and do a two-part. So this is gonna be the first half with tanks and healers, because I'm sure this video is already going way too far, and we got a bunch of DPS to get into.
Yep. All right. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Yeah, I better see you in the next one.
Such devastation. This was not my intent.